YOLO, amazing people of the tube. So I finally got my record expunged, man. It took fucking forever. It took 15 years. It took like 2-3 tries. They messed up and they messed up, and I finally got my record expunged, man. So in celebration, I'm gonna tell you guys about the first time I got arrested and the real reasons on why I got arrested. So I'm from East Hollywood. That's where I grew up. And now I'm in North Hollywood, so I have my life there and here, right? So I went to Garfield High for 9th grade. 10th, 11th, 12th, I went to Hollywood High School. And since like 10th grade, I've been working full time, right? I had a full-time job, and I figured not only is it going to be money in my pocket, but it's going to keep me out of trouble, right? So with my money, most all of it went to a brand new car. I bought a BMW 3 Series, like young kid, bald head, brand new BMW in East Hollywood. I'm getting pulled over every other fucking day for anything and everything. Driving, 36 in a 35. Driving 34 in a 35. Anything and everything. It was just crazy, the amount of tickets I racked up and the amount of car searches. And man, that car was jinxed. That car ended up getting totaled 3 months later, right? I had it from 0 miles. Like 3 months later, some dude runs the red light, T-bones me, fucking tears all kinds of muscles and ligaments on the left side of my face. Any fucking way. So with the money I had, I got from that, I got me a brand new G35. And mind you, 2004, 2005, a brand new G35 was like popping. That was like a really nice car to have. So I'm still getting tickets, but not as much. I don't know if the color of the car had anything to do with it. The BMW was black, this one was white. I was like, let me get something the opposite, right? So I'm driving to pick up my dad from Glendale. Mind you, I don't go to Glendale Burbank. Fuck Glendale Burbank, right? Like, we don't go there. But my dad's at a birthday. I'm gonna go pick him up. It's like 11. He's drinking. I'm sober, so I'm gonna go pick him up. Man, as soon as I exit the freeway, and when I exit the freeway, you can only make a left or you can make a right. You can't go straight. And as soon as I make a right, there's a cop coming. And he sees me. Like, he makes eye contact with me. He sees me. And as soon as I make a right, like 3 seconds later, his lights go on. He lights me up, man. Pulls me over, man. And at this point, I've been pulled over so many times, man. Like, I'm like, bro, why the fuck did you guys pull me over, man? I just exited the freeway. I wasn't speeding. I had my seatbelt on. I had my turns. Well, what's the fucking issue, right? Goes, well, there's something on the back of your fucking car. Well, what's on the back of my car, dude? Like, are my headlights all right? Yeah, there's something. You gotta step out your car. I don't want to step out. You gotta step out. And if you guys are any familiar with police officers, especially during that time, you're getting out the fucking car one way or another. There is no ifs or buts about it. You're doing it. You're getting out, So I get out, man, and I go, and I see. So that car had really weird aerodynamics. The car would stay fucking shining, but the ass of that car would be dirty. All the dirt used to just go to the back of that fucking car. And there's some fucking gang writing scribbled on the back. Well, I was hanging out with the homies. We were parking lot pimping, or we were at some park hanging out. Car was dirty. They wrote something. We're all young at that time. Now, I'm not from that hood. I'm not from a hood. Like, I'm not from a gang. But half my homies are, right? So they had written some stuff, and I was like, all right, bro, just make sure to wipe it when I leave. No one gave a fuck. No one paid attention. I leave. So now they're telling me, oh, well, there's scribbles in the back of your fucking car. And I'm like, what about it? They're like, well, well, it's gang riding on your car. I'm like, dude, my car's been parked. Car's obviously not clean. Someone wrote something, dude. Like, I got in my car and I drove. They're like, what, you didn't notice that in the back of your car? I was like, dude, you act like you check all 4 of your tires every time you sit in your car or something, man. Like, no. You know? Well, what difference does it make, man? Like, why am I pulled over? They're like, well, we're going to search your car. Well, I don't want you guys to search my car. Well, we're going to search it any fucking way. Like I said, man, during those times, if they want to search your car, there's always a reason they're going to find. And they're going to do it whether you like it or not. They searched my car. In the trunk of my car is a baseball bat. A wooden baseball bat. A Louisville Slugger. I had a flag tied to the handle. I had a bunch of tennis balls in the trunk. And they're like, we're going to arrest you. I started laughing. I'm like, what are you guys arresting me for, bro? Like, I haven't done anything, you know? I don't even go to Glendale. So, like, you know, I did the, you know, running things through my mind. Like, do these dudes know about this, right? Like, I'm running shit through my mind that I think they might maybe arrest me for. And it's like, I'm like, bro, I don't even come to Glendale. Like, right? So I'm like, what's the issue? It's like, well, you have a concealed deadly weapon. I'm like, what weapon are you talking about, man? Like, what? They're like, your baseball bat is a concealed deadly weapon. Like, what are you talking about, bro? It's not a deadly weapon. It's a baseball bat. It's not concealed. It's in my trunk. You know, like, where else are you gonna put a baseball bat? They're like, yeah, but the fact that you don't have you don't have baseballs means that you know, they're obviously talking out their ass. Means that, you know, if you don't have baseballs, then, you know, you this is a weapon. And I'm like, dude, there's tennis balls right there, man. I take my little cousins and we play baseball. You know, we play baseball on the street with my friends, dude. Like, they're like, yeah, well, where are the baseballs? I'm like, there's tennis balls. They go, well, tennis balls aren't baseballs. Go, obviously they're not, and that's why they're tennis balls. I go, you don't see a catcher's mitt. We're not, none of us are fucking trying to be part of the MLB and shit. You know, I'm not a baseball fucking player. I'm not about to launch some fucking solid object at my baby cousin's or at my friend's head. Or crack some fucking car's window playing fucking baseball, right? He's like, yeah, well, and they arrest me. Now, if any of you guys are from the hood or lived in the hood for any given point of time, you guys know that there's something that happens on the face, and then there's something that occurs behind the scenes of why things are happening. So it had nothing to do with me being young, bald-headed, nice car, gang riding in the back of the car, a baseball bat, tennis balls, a flag on the baseball. It had nothing to do with any of that. What it had to do with was I had just turned 18. And they wanted my fingerprints and my face in their records, in their system, so that if there's any crimes, if my fingers ever come up, they have it. It had nothing to do with any of that. It just had to do with the fact of get them while they're young into the system. Therefore, we can be ahead of shit when they do something. That's what it's about. And these weren't cops, man. These were pigs. That's what we call fucking pigs. Right? Mind you, when I was 7 years old, seven and a half, me and my best friend, he was like 8 and a half. They put us in gang files at that age, man. Imagine, they put us in gang files at like 7 years old, dude. These fucking pigs, man. Because in the 90s, everyone was on the street. Whether you were 5 or 25, you were on the block. Every block, everywhere. LA was just, if you watch 90s music videos of people just 50 deep, it really was like that. It wasn't just shit they put in music videos. No, during that time, it was really, everyone was on the street. So one day this cop pulls up and he's like, we're on the bicycles, you know? And this cop goes, hey, come here. Driver, passenger, cop. Passenger cop goes, come here. And, you know, we slowly come up to a window. We're kids. Hey, how you doing? This guy literally fucking pulls up a Polaroid and snaps a picture of us. Instantly. Like, just boop. And the Polaroid comes out. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, thinking to myself, like, and I get closer and I see he's scribbling shit in the back of the fucking Polaroid. And in the front, he's writing our names. And I look, and on his lap is like a 6-inch binder with nothing but Polaroid pictures. And I recognize half the faces, because half the faces, I see them on the street every day. They're all young kids and young teens and young adults. And that was Gang Files at that time, man. This guy's asking, you know, you guys, I know you guys live here. You know, you have brothers, sisters, you know, asking us fucking questions. We're like 5-6 years old, dude. Like, we're not thinking about any of that shit, you know? And he gets like basic information, like, yeah, we live here, you know? And he makes his notes of, oh, this is the gang that operates in this area, and, you know, and they leave. So these fucking pigs at that age put us in Gang Files. Yeah, it's a binder, but mind you, at that time, they weren't operating the internet, or they didn't have fucking computers. It was, and next to his leg was like 3 or 4 more 6-inch binders of more Polaroid pictures, man. What a sick fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now, going back to these motherfuckers, these pigs now got me into the fucking system. And instantly it's a DA reject. So my parents bailed me out, because obviously I didn't pick my dad up, and it's been hours. And my friends told him I left to pick him up, and I'm nowhere to be found. And, you know, they're calling hospitals. They called the police station, and I'm at one of the police stations. They bailed me out, confused. And an hour after I get bailed out, it's a DA reject. For you guys that don't know what a DA reject is, a DA reject is like when the police officers give the case to the district attorney decides if they're gonna move forward with the charges. But if they feel like the police officer violated your rights, or they did something illegal, or they did something they weren't supposed to, or if this is like completely fictitious, or they feel like there's no evidence, there's no reason to even go to court, like there's nothing at all to even put like the people against, that there's really nothing here, right? It's like you guys stopped them for no reason. It's a baseball bat, it's in his trunk, and mind you, the actual thing I'm getting arrested for is like, it's a concealed manufactured deadly weapon for potential use or sale. And the manufacturing part is that I tied a flag to the handle. So it's all this shit in one. It's a misdemeanor, whatever the fuck, right? And it's an immediate DA reject. And I know they waited for me to get bailed out before the DA rejected it, man. It was just, it happened so fast. It was obvious, man. They're just trying to, you know, cause as much destruction and commotion as possible. And these are all the fucked up things pigs did during that time, right? And I say pigs because those are fucking pigs, just like the ones that put us in Gang Files when we were fucking kids. Police officers are the ones that swear an oath and uphold the law and uphold themselves to a higher standard than everybody else and risk their lives every day. And they don't even fucking get gratitude because there's fucking pigs like these motherfuckers, right? Honest fucking police officers, just hardworking human beings trying to make America a fucking better place. And their co-workers are just shitting on them and every fucking thing they do, right? Of which there was so many bad cops during that time. Nowadays, it's a lot different, man, because, they all have cameras and they all have all this stuff, so it's completely different. But during those times, man, it was just a whole bunch of fucking pigs and a few police officers, man. And I've met police officers, even back then, man. And it didn't matter if you were from the hood, you were a gang member, when you ran into a police officer, you were courteous, you were polite, you would say thank you, you would say police officer, sir, even shake their hand because of how they would conduct themselves. Like, I've actually done that, like, back then, like, at that same age, where I call, excuse me, can you come back? Yeah, what's up? And, like, I was like, can I just shake your hand, man, because you're actually a solid human being, man. Like, thank you. Even though I got a ticket, like, I got a speeding ticket anyway, I still shook the man's hand and said thank you for, you literally are the only officer that pulled me over for something I didn't fucking go all out and make it something else. Just treated me like a human. Thank you. And he was surprised, like, what the fuck? Like, why does this motherfucker want to shake my hand? Because all your fucking coworkers are fucking pigs. They're pulling me over for fucking doing 36 and a 35, doing 34 and a 35. Fuck, like, I had like a little cross hanging from the rear view, a destruction of view and shit, and suddenly my back seat is coming out the fucking car. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy, dude. And that's the first time I got arrested over some fucking baseball bat and tennis balls. Just so that they could get me in the system. Like, if you could shoot a sperm sample and they could catch it, they'll put that shit on file. You understand what I'm saying? They'll take anything and everything you could give them, man. Sickening, man. And that's hood shit. That's hood shit, dude. That's real hood shit. They would do it twice to you. They would do it to you once when you were a minor, and then your record gets sealed as a minor, so they would make sure to get you in their system as a young adult, 18 preferably, on your fucking birthday. On your fucking birthday. If you stepped out the house and you had like a glass of beer that your parent gave you, like you're 18 years old, you're a man, at least have half a glass of beer, and you stepped outside the house, just to whatever the fuck, they would arrest you on your fucking birthday. Like, fuck that. We got them in the system now. Man, a lot of shady, dirty shit, and I still hold a lot of animosity towards a lot of that shit, because there's so much stuff that I've witnessed as just a kid, a preteen, and my teens, and my young adult time. Like, I'm talking about up to like 21. That it was fucking crazy, man. That, like, I probably had over like 150 police encounters. You know what I'm saying? And people talk about like, oh, there's racism in America, black people, and dude, what about everybody? Asians, Armenians, fucking Assyrians, Koreans, Japanese, Mexicans, Vietnamese, people from Guatemala. Like, dude, everybody has it fucking rough. It doesn't matter what color your fucking skin is. My skin is white. I'm white. It doesn't matter, man. Like, if you're from the hood or you grew up in the hood, you were just associated, right? You were associated, and they would write that shit down. I'll tell you guys one day about, I'll make another video about the second time I got arrested. They put me as a member of the mafia and a gang associate. Imagine that in Southern California, Los Angeles. They put me as a member of the mafia and a gang associate. A mafia that doesn't exist. In all actuality, all imagination, all pretentious, it just doesn't exist. Never has. And I'm a part of it, and I'm also an associate. Whatever the fuck that means, right? It means that you live here, and on that same block lives a gang member. Yeah, that's every block. Right now, we're in a good part of fucking the valley right now. Every single block has a gang member, including every single fucking apartment. Everybody's an associate. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you go and you help the grandma across the street throw her garbage away. Well, she's an associate if you're a gang member. That's how that works, man. And they fuck you in every single way, shape, and form, man. I'm angry about that. But anyway, solo yolo bolo. I'll tell you guys the second time I got arrested in another video. You guys be safe. It's 2023. Don't let them violate your rights. Always ask a police officer, are you recording? They're going to ask you why. Because I want you to be recording. And the tone will change. You know, that's me dropping a jewel to you youngsters. If a police officer stops you, the first thing you just say, are you recording, officer? They're going to ask you why. Because I want you to be recording. Okay, cool. Yeah. Solo yolo bolo. You guys have a nice day. Peace.